Hey guys, welcome back to Tim Patton's Cooking Show. This is episode 6, and today I'll be showing you how to grill steaks, roast asparagus, and make hedgehog potatoes. So, let's get started. Alright, so got my 2 steaks here. I got bone-in ribeyes, those are the best. You can see they left a nice slab of fat there on the sides. I picked up 2 bundles of asparagus. I'm going to do 4 hedgehog potatoes. I have olive oil, salt and pepper, a good chef's knife, peeler for the potatoes, stick of butter, big bowl, a little pan, and 2 baking sheets. So let's go. The first thing I'm gonna do is preheat my oven to 375. Let that get warmed up while I prepare the rest of the stuff. Next thing I'm gonna do is come outside, start up the grill, let that get heated up, and give it a good clean, just so that that'll be ready when we come outside to throw the steaks on. So before doing anything else, I'm gonna give these steaks a nice coat of salt and pepper, heavy coat. On both sides. By doing this first, I'm gonna give them some time to soak it all up. Just like that, a nice thick coat. Alright, now I can set those aside until we're ready to grill them. After I've salt and peppered the steaks, the next thing I'm going to do is prepare the asparagus. First thing is I'm going to chop off these ends. Take off about an inch and a half. Before this, I actually wash them in cold water, which is an important step. Especially if you get them from the grocery store where they sit out. Just going along here, chopping off all the stubbly ends. Alright, just get rid of those. Now I'm going to give these a nice coat of olive oil, salt and pepper. Now the reason I'm doing it in this big bowl, so that I can toss them all around. Get that nice and mixed up. Throw those on a pan. Spread them out nice. And then those are ready to go in the oven, but I'm gonna set them aside because they only take about 15-20 minutes. So that'll be, I'll put those in right about when I'm finishing up the steaks. After I've prepared the asparagus, I'm gonna prepare the hedgehog potatoes. First thing I'm gonna do is give them a nice peel. Remove any of those spots. An easy way to do this is under cold water. Helps the skin come off a bit easier. So right there is your peeled Idaho potato. I'm going to go ahead and do that for the rest of them. Next, I'm going to prepare the butter and olive oil dressing that's going to be on the potatoes when they go in the oven. So I'm going to use the stick of butter and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let that melt together. And then I'm going to prepare the potatoes. So the way you hedgehog a potato is you do thin slices all the way across without actually going through the potato. That's why I'm using the spoon there on the bottom. Real nice and slow, as thin as you can get it. Right there is one of my 4 hedgehog potatoes. We'll go ahead and do that for the rest of them. So once my butter and olive oil is nice and melted, I'm actually going to go ahead and drizzle it on each of the hedgehog potatoes. Now you're going to want to be generous with it. It's okay if you have to melt more butter, but make sure you get a good covering on them. Next, I'm actually going to go ahead and throw those right in the oven. They're going to take about an hour or so, and every 15 minutes you're going to pull them out and put more butter and olive oil on them. So I'm going to go ahead and set that timer for 15 minutes and come back and put more butter on them. Like I told you earlier, every 15 minutes you're going to pull these out and lather them up. I'll go ahead and do that. Be nice and generous with this again. Throw them right back in. One last thing I'm going to do to prepare these steaks is I'm going to cut little slits in the fat here. This prevents it from curling up while you cook it. So just a couple little slits like that. Perfect. So those are ready to go. So I skipped one of the butter latherings, but I assume you guys got the picture. I'm going to do it one last time. Lather them up real nice. And for the last one, I'm going to throw them in with the asparagus. I'm actually going to do it for 20 minutes this time. So those will be ready to go when the steaks are done. Alright guys, so once I put the asparagus and the potatoes in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and get going on these steaks outside. First thing you're going to want to do is blot off all the moisture, because if you don't, the skin actually boils and it gives it like a charred finish, and we don't want that. Go ahead and throw these on the back. Just a nice quick blot. Right there. So, and on the grill, you're actually just going to want to have the back one on. Couple tips. For one, you're only going to want to flip it once. If you flip it multiple times, it loses some taste. Another misconception is some people press down on them, and you're not going to want to do that. You're literally just squeezing all the juice out of them. So I'm going to go ahead and let these cook for 5 minutes on the first side, and then once I flip them, it'll be 3 minutes. So after these bad boys have been cooking for 5 minutes on the first side, I'm going to go ahead and flip them. Whoops! Don't want to do that. So after those have been grilling for 3 minutes on the other side, they're actually done. Go ahead and take those right off. After you finish grilling the steaks, the potatoes and asparagus should be about ready. I'm going to go ahead and pull these out first. Those look great. Go ahead and put those right on a plate. And then the potatoes. Oh, one fell apart, but that's alright. Just gonna go ahead and pull those right off onto a plate. Now don't be fooled by this brown liquid here, the brown butter. You're actually gonna drizzle that right on top. That's full of flavor. You don't have to put all of it, but good amount. And right there, ladies and gentlemen, you have your grilled steak, roasted asparagus, and hedgehog potatoes.